What's up, YouTube? It's Vice here, and today we're going to look at another new Pokemon from Paldean Fates. It's Exeggutor over here. It's not super exciting, but it's got a really interesting attack, and one that I thought I'd try to experiment with and see where I could get to. So, what this attack says, for 3 energy, do 160 damage, put 2 energy attached to this Pokemon back into your hand. So, what I thought to do with this Pokemon is to combine it with the Xatu. So Xatu, we already know, Clairvoyant Sense. Once during your turn, attach a basic psychic energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon, or one of your bench Pokemon rather. And if you attached any energy to a Pokemon in this way, then you draw 2 cards. So my thought is that you get in there with Exeggutor, after powering it up with Xatu, get in there with Exeggutor, use Psychic Loop, do 160 damage, then you put the energy back into your hand so that you've always got energy to attach with Xatu. And so there's this loop of energy going onto your Pokemon and then back into your hand and then back into play again over and over and over. And so it's not like a super compelling use case for either of these Pokemon, but it's an interesting idea, and I thought I would try and build it as best I can, give it a go, and see if we can make something of it. Now, to support the strategy, we've got a few different ideas. All right, Manaphy and Jirachi, pretty self-explanatory. Protect your bench in various different ways. I've got the Radiant Alakazam here. Painful Spoons to move damage around. Okay, like sometimes the Exeggutor is not cleanly getting a 2-hit KO, but if you do get some errant damage down somewhere, maybe you get a lucky Hypno Blast that turns into a sleep, then you can use Painful Spoons to move the damage around. You've also got Mind Ruler here. Don't sleep on this attack. It only costs 2 energy. It's a basic Pokemon, and it's not uncommon for decks to have 10 cards in hand, right? So if your opponent has 10 cards in hand, Mind Ruler is doing 200 damage. It's a lot, so just look for that line. We've got Mew in here in order to help fish cards out of the deck with Mysterious Tail, and that's pretty much it for the Pokemon line. I have tested different ideas. We've tried the Luxray and things like that, but I've decided to try and keep it simple with the Pokemon line. Over on the trainer side, I'm going to call to attention first the Beach Court. I'm playing a 4 of here, and the reason for the 4 Beach Court is, well, it's very important to be able to retreat in this deck. You've only got so many attachments every turn with the Xatu, and it can only attach to the bench, right? So you really need to have a Pokemon with effectively 0 retreat in the active in order to get the energy into play nice and smoothly. So Beach Court helps facilitate that. I've also got 1 reversal energy in the list, and you forget, right? Exeggutor is a stage 1, so it can just use reversal. There's a couple of really interesting things with the reversal. One is that it also acts as a way to get energy into play faster, and to get around, perhaps not having Beach Court. So if you don't have Beach Court in play and you're unsure about what to promote, well, you could always put up the Exeggcute and attach the reversal energy to it. And what's kind of nice about that as well is it gets you ahead of the pace with the energy acceleration. So the idea there is that you empower your active Exeggcute with the and let me just restart the music. You empower the active Exeggcute with the reversal energy and attack with the Exeggutor, or hopefully it's an Exeggutor before the end of the turn, and then it frees up your Xatu on the bench to start accelerating energy to a secondary attacker or something that you can use to pivot, just in case you don't have access to the Beach Court. So that's sort of my reasoning behind having the reversal. It's just very nice. It can be quite clutch. And then 11 energy, of course, a high number in order to be able to draw a lot with the Xatu, because even though we get the energy back into our hand very easily with Psychic Loop, it still benefits a lot from having the ability to get energy just out of the deck as needed. You really do need a lot of energy to get going, so Psychic Loop is good for that. And then otherwise on the trainer side of things, got Defiance Bands here. Being a stage 1 Pokemon deck, where your active Pokemon is not typically going for a one-hit KO, means that quite often you're going to be playing from a prize deficit that's quite close at the end. Defiance Band is quite good at helping you bridge certain damage numbers that are required to get the one-hit KO. It's Pokemon like Charizard that are a bit tricky, but even with Charizard, you've got the Grass Exeggutor here, Psychic, doing 30 plus 30 for each energy they have attached. Well, on its own, against a Charizard with 2 energy attached, it's doing 180 due to weakness, right? And so 180 plus, let's say, you've thrown a Defiance Band somewhere between this Exeggutor and like another Exeggutor, like the Psychic one, you're going to be hitting for enough damage, right? Over those 2 turns. Like 160 plus 180, that is, what? Wait, don't make me do math. 340, so it should be enough between the two. And then you got Defiance Band to help the math there too. So, to round things out with the setup of the deck, a couple of Counter Catcher and 1 Boss's Orders will help you target down the Pokemon that you need to target in order to take the games. 4 Iono, of course, very strong draw supporter. Same with a couple of Research, and we're trying a couple of Bruno in the list. I wasn't really too sure what to put in the slot, but it definitely needed draw, and we're definitely getting knocked out frequently. So I thought, okay, maybe we'll try the Bruno and see how that goes. 4 VIP, we fished them out with the Mew, so that's why that's there. A couple of Fog Crystal helps you get those basic Pokemon out. And then 3 Ultra Ball, because Exeggutor and Xatu both have more than 90 HP. So you really, you need Ultra Ball to get those Pokemon out of your deck. A couple of Super Rod as well. So, look, that's it for the build. I think if you want to try and experiment with the deck, I would try cutting maybe a Super Rod down to 1 and try Miriam. Because you're retaining a lot of energy through Psychic Loop, it is possible that you could just get away with 1 Rod and then use something like Miriam to give you 1 more draw supporter. You could also try Luxray as well. Of course, there's a lot of decks out there that will run cards like Pidgeot EX, or maybe if you're up against Golden Go, Palkia V-Star ends up being an appealing target. Also, being able to do 180 without any augmentation is pretty appealing too. So, that's all I've got to say about the deck. I ran this into ranked a whole bunch, and it didn't do so well. So I ended up taking it into the casual ladder to see if we could get a game. And lo and behold, you take a casual deck like this into the casual ladder, and you have a competitive match. So enjoy, and I will see you in the next live stream video. So it's fantastic to be back to just doing deck profiles, uploading stuff to YouTube. I want to do more of this. I want to do more shorts content. I want to bring more to you. So please look forward to that this year. And thank you all for sticking by me. It's been really good. You know, I went to Melbourne Regionals, and I got to see a bunch of people who watch me online, who watch the stream and see the YouTube videos and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. So yeah, if you enjoyed any of this, maybe you want to hit the subscribe down there on your device, or maybe follow me on Twitch, where I'm live 4 to 5 times a week, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. And we'll see how we go in the casual ladder, because it is a bit of a casual deck. Poster, report, to go with the programming part. So, I remember, and thank you so much for the follow there, Monkey Pino. Thank you. I remember my final software programming assignment that I ever did in uni. I was so out of my depth that basically it was my my friend who was in my group who basically did all the programming, and then I did basically everything else, like all the written report, all like documentation, like everything. I tried to help as much as I could, of course, but I was just not very good at it. Just not very good at it. So up against Growlithe. Maybe I could Ultra Ball there for Mew, but I'm being a little greedy. Never punished. Mew. Dude. Bro. Alright, we put down the Manaphy there so that we've got like a Pokemon to pivot around. As long as this Beach Court sticks, then if Mew gets knocked out, we can promote the Manaphy, evolve this, use the ability, attach an energy, evolve to Exeggutor, and we get to attack with it. So it might be okay. That's the plan. What do we think? Oh yeah, Chi-Yu. Everyone get your Chi-Yus out in chat. Love my Chi-Yu emote. So you're working on Alakazam on me. Good. Yeah. See, you know how it goes, Schnee. All right, how am I gonna? I feel like this is the play, of course. Well, we actually could. We knock out this Growlithe, right, with this Exeggutor. So I think I'm just gonna do that, and it sort of alleviates the pressure of trying to set up here. I didn't spot that they got rid of They got rid of our Beach Court too, so I'm gonna regular attach here, and then we Iono. Oh, that's good news, Schnee. I'm glad it worked out for you. So I want to try and draw into another supporter so we can chain them. So we use the tail first. Cry, because we didn't hit anything. We can Fog Crystal here. And we want another Natu for this board. Thankfully, we've got all these energy in hand. Alright, Clairvoyant Sense. I'm glad I decided to go with the Grass Exeggutor here. And now I think we're looking pretty good for the turn upcoming, right? Psychic. And, you know, we still got some issues to work through with this hand, but, you know, between Beach Court, Mew, drawing with Xatu, the Psychic we already have in hand, maybe it'll be alright. So your partner did all the programming, you built all the levels for like 5 times the effort, but it paid off, you got nominated for Game of the Year. That's cool. Schnee, that's cool. Well done. So you're studying like games dev? Or was that kind of like just part of it? Just what you had to do? Yeah, okay. Well, that's awesome, Schnee. Best of luck to you. You make a game, I'll play it on stream. How about that? Alright? If you ever get a game published to like Steam or something, I'll play it. And that's my promise. Skeledirge. We got everything going on in this deck. So once upon a time, I really wanted to study games development as well. You know, being a kid growing up, like, that was the thing that interested me. So I actually, like, applied for a course and I deferred it for a year because I wanted to do a traineeship in IT. And then I ended up being pretty good at just general IT work, right? Like IT help desk, that kind of thing. So I ended up going into that career instead of studying games development. But I guess like things worked out pretty well in the end. Like it is a good thing overall that I decided to. Let's use the others on here. Egg. Alright, so let's see if we can keep up with our opponent. We got Beach Court, so that's good. Sense. Okay, we've got an energy in hand, so I kind of want a tail now. That sucks. What's our Exeggutor situation? No, they're all in the deck. Please! Please! Yes! Yes! Dude. Alright, we got that. We got that. Alright, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. And see, now we got the loop going. Now we got the loop going. Okay? Because now, look at this board, right? We got the energies back in hand. We got 2 Xatu. We might be alright. Our opponent's got everything. Alright? My opponent's board is looking pretty scary. Double Charizard. Chi-Yu. We got the Skeledirge, we got the Entei, and we got the Bibarel. They're doing it all. And everything's got energy. Everything's powered up and ready to go. So this might be a bit spooky playing out this game, but we are going to try our best. Now we are up against Charizard. We do have Exeggutor. So let's work towards that, shall we? Work towards that. We got a rod. So I think that is going to be played first. So let's do this. We go boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Now, I really need to get a few things here, to be honest. It's tail. Wait, was tail the right play? It worked out. It worked out. It worked out. It worked out. Okay. So, sense. Boom. Sense. Boomba. Ultra Ball. Boom, boom. Exeggutor. Okay. I don't want to rope, dude. I don't want to rope. I do not want to rope. I don't want to rope. And I don't want to rod. Oh, I don't want to have to play the rod, but I have to. Oh no. Alright, we get some energy back. That's what we get back in return. Defiance Band, you never know. You never know. Research. Well, I got the things. I got what I wanted, what I needed, but at what cost? At what cost? You know? Yeah, Boomba. So you had a programming course as an option at high school, but it was so bad you ended up switching to history and then to arts. Fair enough. You know? And for a lot of people, you have to just try things out until you find the thing that works for you. So fair enough. Alright. Boom. And then Clairvoyant Sense. Wait, to myself? Nah. It's got to be to there. Iono is interesting. I need energy. So I think we're going to tail. Get nothing. There is energy in there. There is. And so we'll Clairvoyant Sense again. We could finish off the Chi-Yu. But I think it's valuable to knock out the Charizard. Boom. And then we loop, and we get to retain the energy. Alright, put it back in the hand. No problem. Maybe... Alright, hear me out. Cut a rod. Add a Miriam. Add a Miriam? Maybe? Alright, it's starting to come down to the wire here. So, I do want to use... we've used both rods. So then this happens for sure. I kind of want to get Alakazam down. Is that unreasonable of me? Can I catch a Chi-Yu? So my question is, if I take 2 prizes, then how does the game look? I actually think Counter Catcher knockout the barrel. Wait. So I probably don't need you. I'm gonna gamble and say I don't need Ultra Ball. Alright, we got a boss in the deck. Okay. Alright. So. Do this. Reversal. Put down an Alakazam. That's not even good, right? But it is, like, kind of good, but it's not really. I guess we do it. And we do this. Get some energy into the hands. Okay, this is better. So now we boss. Because we can always Bruno for counter catcher. Right, next turn. This is good. Yeah. We got 2 outs. In case they hit us with the old Razzle Dazzle. You know what I'm saying? And so look at this. Ready? Are you ready? We Psychic Loop. And we just put the reversal into our hand. Okay? So now we're 2-2. And now if they knock something out, which they have to do, we'll be okay. See? Alright? Not just a hat rack. Alright? Not just a hat rack, this thing. So now, Now we just go boom, boom, retreat, counter catcher, psychic loop, and we got there. Now that is how this deck is supposed to go. Okay, it's not a super competitive deck, okay? But there's an idea. And you know, maybe rotation happens. YouTube game, it might have to be. It might have to be because so here's the thing. We've been playing this deck all stream. It definitely is not a ranked ladder deck, but if you want to play something for fun, if you want to relax, you want to get in there with your old friend up here, Exeggutor, old mate, and do some damage, take it into the casual ladder, have some fun. Alright? Hi, YouTube. This might have to be it. This might have to be the YouTube game because, yeah, it's taken a while for us to get a game in. So look, if you're out there, and you enjoyed that, maybe just hit me with a follow or a subscribe on YouTube, rather. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done any kind of YouTubery talk. Okay, so look, what I will say is thanks to everybody for sticking it out with me so far on the journey of whatever this true YouTube and Twitch channel is. I hope to see you continue to watch. And, yeah, we'll see where this takes us. Thanks.